Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. Today I'm platooned up with Thaddeus, and we are in our combination of the IS-7, IS-4. We're on Kitimat. Kind of half 10s, half 9s with some 8s thrown in there. So Kitimat, what we like to do is take the 1, 2, 3 line. But you notice, like as we take the 1, 2, 3 line here, we're not going to send anyone to what I call the peninsula. So we make awareness of that. And then, so really what we want to do is kind of manage this side, and then at some point, and it's kind of like a gut feeling, is go back to the base. The nice thing about this is you can defend your base from like A5. However, you need to have the one line cleaned up and the middle cleaned up. If you're trying to fight it from the 1 line, the 3 line, and the 5 line, then chances are you're probably going to lose. So that's why we make it a priority to try to destroy this stuff pretty quick. Alright, so I whiff on my shell on the B. I thought he shot twice, but he's only shot once, and I'm counting his shell, so that's 3 to me. And then he finally shoots another one. Let the deer know that I hit his ammo rack. E75 kind of pushed him over, so he ran into the back of me. And then our E75 just goes in there. And honestly, that's a great play for us. We're going to try to support our E75. So it opens up a crossfire. It's an aggressive move, and chances are that E75 isn't going to survive making that play, but he's going to help us win this flank. So attract that E75, the E5, the E75 gets a shot into the side of him, takes him down. E100 shoots my track with an HE shell, damages me. And now what we're shooting at is an E100 and a Type 5. So I bounced my AP round off the top of the E100. With my AP rounds, the only thing that I was going to really hit there in pen was the top bar on the E100. So that's what I first shot at since I had AP loaded, and now I've switched to APCR. T95 takes out the Type 5 Heavy, and then shoot at the E100. You can see I don't run a repair kit on this, and that's because I have an exceptional crew. And this tank does get lit on fire a lot, so I don't feel like I can go without a fire extinguisher. And you get hit with HE shells a ton in this tank, so you lose crew members quite a bit. So I feel like I need my med pack as well. But normally I would just run this, like if I didn't have a good crew, I'd run a large repair kit, med kit, and a fire extinguisher. And now at this point their E100 started to fall back, and though we could just push down the 1 line and then make our push into like their side of the map, which is usually pretty successful, knowing that we didn't have anything covering the peninsula means that there's probably going to be guys on our base. And I don't know if it's just kind of the way you feel the choke going over on that side, or if it's just a feeling in my gut. But Thaddeus was pretty much like, hey, I'm going to go back to the base. And then I was, at that same time within seconds, I was about to ask him what he thought about going back to the base. So we both had the gut feeling about the same time. And sure enough, right as we get over here, there's a Bashat that pops up. Unfortunately, we have longer reloads. He has some clip. And I tried to get a ram in, but I couldn't do it. He turned too tight, but get the shell out, and Thaddeus has to take pretty much his clip. He's down to 566 hit points. Alright, so we see that there's quite a few other tanks went to the middle of the map, which honestly I'm not sure what you do in the middle of the map from the southern spawn. You can't really climb up the 5 line. You have to go out to the 6 line and climb up. As we're coming over here, we're kind of talking through our plan, and I let them know, you know, if we push out to the peninsula, they could just come up through the middle, the 6-7 line, and get behind us. However, since we're in these 2 tanks, these are like our best 2 tanks that we play. So, pretty confident when it's Thydirian and I in these 2 tanks. Now, as I come up here, the Stridsvang is sitting here, and it gets a shot into Thydirian and pens him through his side. I make him pay for it, and I see that he hasn't retreated from gotten into siege mode yet. Gotten out of siege mode, whatever you want to call it. So I go up there. He thought he was far enough down, but I can just overmatch his armor. And right as Thydirian backs up, already lands a shell in him. Which, if you could see the whole map, is just kind of absurd. The fact that he picked Thydirian, since he's down in like H1 and they're losing the 1, 2, 3 line, but they still have some tanks he could support. So I backed up to shoot the Lorraine in the middle, and then all of a sudden a scout was behind me. He tracks me. But it allows me to get a shell in him, and then I can back up too. He's got to go around me the other way. And then I think he ran into Thydirian there, or he just was about to clip, so he wanted to get back around me. Not sure. So the Lorraine's trying to aim shots into me. I get a nice shot off into him. Now the Stridsvang's pushing over. And I'm pretty sure the Stridsvang could have killed me. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe he had high roll. 500 seems like a lot for that tank. I think it's more closer to 400. But if you're not sure, just assume that they're going to do it. That they're going to kill you. But I felt like we had the tank advantage, so I could just poke and get a shell into him. Set him on fire, get that kill. So I got 12 pens, 8 crits, 4 kills, 9 spotted target hits. And then the team finishes up their arty, which was an H1. Once again, Thydirian and I weren't even affecting the game really at that point. The most we were going to do was like kill a Stridsvang. I don't know, maybe Artie thought the only way they had a chance to win was if he freed up the Stridsvang in the 1390, and they were able to get up to the base and cap. Not sure what his mindset was. Or maybe he just seen kill, so he figured it was over and he just wanted to get a kill. Whatever Artie does. Alright, so threw down an ace tanker, did 4,800 damage, blocked 4k, did 1,700 assisted, got 4 kills. My mark of excellence is dropped below 2 stars, which is kind of depressing. But I do play this super aggressively, and I'll get caught in really aggressive map locations that I really can't back out of. And I hope that my team comes to help me, and sometimes they just don't. So that's going to affect your mark of excellence. It might help you win games. Like my recent is 60% win percentage, I believe. It might have gone down because I've been playing lower tiers lately, and though you'd think lower tiers you have a higher win percentage, I feel like on World of Tanks Council it's kind of like a shit show free-for-all. Once you get like 5, 6, and even some 7 matches, tier 7, it gets pretty ugly. I mean, it gets ugly in 8, 9, and 10 too, just not as often as it does down there. So that's really all I got for you guys. Just kind of wanted to show a game where we had a lemming train to one side. We did kind of take the central of the map too, right away, but then just showing like you don't have to drive to the other flank just because nobody's there. Just kind of put yourself in a position where you can get back to defend the base. Usually every map has a spot that can oversee the base, and for that map it was pretty much the tracks. So me and Thaddeus both checked the tracks where we could just sit and hull down and keep our cap clear. There wasn't anything there, so we proceeded, and as we proceeded we found a bat chat, and then we found the Stritzvang, and so on and so forth. So when it comes to progression in this game, it's not always best to, like, our team was just going to go down the one line. We could tell that. So we shouldn't have to worry about the one line. They should be able to theoretically clean that up, get on their cap, or wrap back around the other side of the map. And all we need to do is hold them on the opposite side of the map. But we need to help our team progress forward. A lot of the times you'll go to defend, and then your team just continually defends with 13 tanks against 3 that are spotted, if that makes sense. All right, I'll quit rambling. You guys have a good one. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and follow, and I will catch you in the next video.